Was Shanks the last strongest swordsman? What could have made him lose it? Is Mihawk stronger than Shanks, or is Shanks stronger than Mihawk? Will we see another fight between them? We all know the story. Shanks and Mihawk used to have legendary duels that echoed throughout the Grand Line, that were known to split the skies, and make children cry for their mothers, who weren't even born yet. Okay, maybe that last half was a tad bit exaggerated. For the longest time now, the topic of Shanks and Mihawk's duels have been the subject of tons of power scaling on Mihawk's behalf, and recently I came across a post that kind of took me back, when there was a mention that it could be the other way around, that Shanks' duels with Mihawk is actually a testament to Shanks' strength, and not actually Mihawk's. Not only did this kind of aggravate me, but it made me start to really think about what the implications Oda was trying to tell us, with the very little clues involved in the storylines shown between Shanks and Mihawk. Now there is absolutely no clear indication as to when Mihawk actually became the world's greatest swordsman, but there is one thing that is perfectly clear, and that is the fact that Mihawk is the one who used to seek out Shanks in order to duel him. Why would Mihawk do that? When you are the world's strongest, you are not the one who seeks out your opponents for a duel. Your opponents are the ones who seek you out, in order to take your title from you. How would Mihawk have even known about Shanks' skills as a swordsman in the first place? The answer is simple. Mihawk was after the title of world's greatest swordsman, and Shanks is the one who held it. Mihawk's level of respect for Shanks goes far beyond that of a person who just had a rivalry with someone. Mihawk even went as far as to apologize in his mind to Shanks, before committing to killing Luffy at Marineford. So that got me thinking, what could Shanks have done to have gained that level of respect from Mihawk? And it came to me, the same thing Mihawk did when he dueled Zoro for the very first time. He acknowledged him, defeated him, allowed him to live, and told him to surpass his sword, and one day come to take his title. Here is what I believe happened. Mihawk used to seek Shanks out in order to challenge him for his title of world's strongest swordsman. Although being able to match Shanks, he was never able to beat him and take his title. Then the events of Fuchsia Village occurs and Shanks loses his arm. Being the proud swordsman that he is, Shanks isn't going to just give up his title, and him and Mihawk have one final duel, ending in Mihawk's victory. No longer able to carry on as a swordsman, Shanks focuses his training on mastering all three forms of Haki. Eventually Shanks' Haki becomes powerful enough to rival that of Whitebeard's, and Shanks joins the rank of a Yonko. Mihawk, who has now become the world's strongest swordsman, now has a goal to achieve, or a rival to match him. Mihawk doesn't accept the fact that he defeated Shanks on a handicap, and his competitive nature eventually turns into boredom. Until one day he comes across a swordsman with an idiot captain, who he sees a lot of his younger self in. He has finally found someone with the potential to surpass him, who can give him the fight he feels was robbed from him. Alright, so, that last part was pure speculation, and a hypothetical situation, but it doesn't change the initial point I was trying to make. I just got a little carried away. Mihawk sought out Shanks to duel him, it's a known fact. He wasn't doing it because he was bored, or because Shanks is a worthy opponent. There's hundreds of thousands of swordsmen in the world, but he chose Shanks for a specific reason. 12 years before the main storyline, Mihawk is having legendary battles with one of the most powerful men in the series. Now Mihawk resorts to crushing pirates who try and enter the Grand Line, just to alleviate his boredom. There is only one explanation for that. Once he became the greatest swordsman in the world, there was nothing else for him to achieve. He's no longer the one who does the seeking out, and instead is the one who waits for others to seek him out. I do honestly believe, though, that Mihawk really doesn't accept the fact that he gained the title because Shanks lost his arm. When Mihawk said to Zoro, I will hold this title for as long as it takes for you to surpass me. Kind of leads me to believe that until he met Zoro, he really didn't even care for the title at all. But now, after meeting Zoro, he finally sees a worthy opponent who can give him the fight he believes will prove he truly is the world's greatest swordsman. That is all for this video. Be sure to rate, comment and subscribe. Don't forget to leave video suggestions. This video was made by Truck 101.